Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can see me and hear me. I was having a few little hiccups with the internet, as we do sometimes. Let me just see if that looks like it's coming through okay. If it is, somebody just on the live chat, if you would, and say you can see me. Just not 100% sure that I've got the right internet. Let's have a little look. Just 1 second. Bear with, bear with. Okay. Yes, Evan says hi. Great. Right, I'm going to start that again. Good afternoon. It's Friday. It's just past 5 o'clock, and it's time for another episode of At Home with the Vicar. Welcome to St Mark's Vicarage here at 56 Kennington Oval, SE11 5SW, here at AH. I can never quite remember, AHW TV. I'm delighted to welcome you, and I can see Epi signed in, the beautiful South. That's Sebastian. Patience, welcome. Special shout out to Sebastian. Last week, you may remember that I taught you how to make, hi Rita, how to make naan bread or nan bread, depending on how you pronounce it. And I said, feel free to make this at home. It was dead easy, wasn't it? Plain flour, bit of yogurt, fry it up, and here is Sebastian's nan bread. Can you see that? I think you can. Look at that. That looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? Look at that. Well done, Sebastian. David and Caroline and Emily almost also showed me their picture. But if I showed you their picture of a whole curry, you will be put off listening to the rest of it. Good news. I'm going to be doing some more cooking tonight. A little bit more ambitious tonight. Hang around and see what we're going to do. But there is Sebastian's nan bread. Well done, Sebastian. Thanks for sending that in. Absolutely superb. Good evening, Audley. Welcome. Nice to see you too. Okay, today is Friday, 5 o'clock, At Home with the Vicar, episode 5. Apologies, first of all, if you were tuning in for chapter 5 of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Yes, it normally is at 5 o'clock. Today would have been chapter 5. But we had a scheduling conflict. You know how it is when you turn on for Match of the Day and the Eurovision Song Contest is still running and you have to wait. And you think, the one I wanted is late. Those of you who've tuned in for Narnia, for chapter 5 of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, it's been rescheduled to this channel 6 o'clock. So as soon as I'm finished, hang around, maybe get a quick cup of tea, and then chapter 5 of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe at 6 o'clock tonight. From tomorrow, it returns to its usual slot at 5 o'clock. Thank you for the feedback. Let me just welcome Sebastian. Says that nan bread was good enough to eat with his curry. Someone called Joshua is saying hi from Ezra and Zola. Hey, Ezra. Hey, Zola. Leandra and family are tuning in from Tower Bridge. What was I saying? Yes, I was saying Narnia. If you missed any of the chapters, they're all there. You just need to go back, and it's got the little picture of the Lion of St Mark, the one from our stained glass window in our church. That's the one, and it will tell you chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on. And if you want, you could just watch one after the other. You could wait till all 17 chapters are up and watch them together and have a T-shirt saying "Binge Aslan" or something like that. You don't know who Aslan is yet, do you? Because he's not been mentioned. Anyway, so that's a little bit of a spoiler trailer alert. But 6 o'clock tonight, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, chapter 5 is coming up. So that's what we're doing tonight. So you've got At Home with the Vicar, 6 o'clock, chapter 5 of Narnia. Tomorrow, there will be another little morning encouragement. Did you see the one this week where, for the first time, the Vicar sang? Belchi, good to have you, Belchi. Hi from Mitcham. Gosh, people are tuning in from around the world. I sang live, well, almost live. Tomorrow, I go a little bit highbrow. If you want to see me singing opera, somewhere between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, tomorrow morning, it will be there. We're going to think a bit about music tonight. So there'll be a musical little thought tomorrow from me singing opera in London on my run. And of course, 5 o'clock tomorrow, Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, chapter 6. Sunday, it's been fantastic. These last 6 Sundays have been tough for us because we haven't been able to meet in church, but hundreds of you have gathered together at 10:30 on a Sunday morning, and we've been able to worship, read the Bible together, pray together, be inspired together, and really have a sense of community and fellowship. So do try and join us 10:30. We put it on live, and like we are now, we've got the live chat so people can greet each other and say hi to one another. Okay. If you were watching last Sunday, you may notice we had a little congregation in the garden. How did we manage that? Well, they were a makeshift congregation. And today, for the first time at home with the vicar, we've got an audience. You may remember this chap. He was there in the garden in the community service. I'll be talking to him later about it. Grace, welcome. Okay, we'll leave our member of the audience there. So, 10:30 Sunday morning. Now, today is the 1st of May. Welcome to a new month. And as probably most of you know, if you're a member of St Mark's Kennington, you'll know that the 1st of May is a very significant date in our history. What happened on the 1st of May, 1889? Well, I know what happened on the 1st of May, 1889, because I had a message from the Church of Australia today. I kid you not. The Church of Australia got in touch with me to say today is the 131st anniversary of the day that the Vicar of St Mark's Kennington at the time, a man called Henry Hutchinson Montgomery, was consecrated as Bishop of Tasmania, Westminster Abbey. And so he left St Mark's Kennington, he'd been the vicar here, and he went to Westminster Abbey. They laid hands on him and said, "You are now the Bishop of Tasmania." And off he went with his family to be the Bishop of Tasmania. And amongst his family, of course, was a 2-year-old, Bernard Montgomery, who went on to be Field Marshal Montgomery, and he was born in the vicarage next door to me. So if you're joining us from Australia, we celebrate with you the 131st anniversary of Bishop Montgomery, the Vicar of St Mark's. I think he's the last vicar of St Mark's to be made a bishop. We shall see. Okay. Of course, the Montgomery Hall was named after Bishop Montgomery. It wasn't named after the Field Marshal. It was named after Bishop Montgomery. Okay. I said today that we're going to be thinking about music. We're going to have a bit of a musical theme this evening. I've got some quiz questions on music. Shall we start with that? No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll start with our little dingbats. People have got into a few dingbats. The dingbats are not musical. Couldn't quite run to that. But these dingbats, if you don't know what a dingbat is, there's a few letters, words. Patience says, "Good for him. Pardon us if we don't want you to follow in his footsteps." Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that was asked me to be Bishop of Tasmania, Bishop of Kennington Oval. That will do for me. I've got a few dingbats, a few words you have to work out, and these phrases are all in the Bible. And here's the first one. Okay, let me hold that up. Hopefully you can see that. There's a word which says God, and in the middle it says faith. Give me a phrase. Let me go this side. Give me a phrase from the Bible which you would get from this. If you get it, just put it up on the live straight away. Put it up on the live chat. That should be to the right of your screen, the left. And Joshua, first one there, says faith in God. Correct. For a bonus point, where do the words faith in God come in the Bible? Patience is there, faith in God. Very good. It's actually Mark chapter 11, verse 22. They put their faith in God. Okay, very good. Very quick, Joshua and Patience. Okay, next one. I've just got to make sure you don't see the answer. Next one. What about this one? This is another phrase from the Bible. Okay, can you see that? I think you can see that quite nicely. Actually, I'll come this side because I think the microphone's there so you can hear me. Okay, there we go. Any ideas of that one? Put it up on the live chat. Lots of words saying called, a few words saying chosen. And so it must be. Okay, maybe my internet is a bit slow on picking up the live chat. Bear with me if you've already given the answer and it hasn't come up. Okay. Patience and Andy. Many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, and that comes from Matthew 22, verse 14. See, look, there's many called, many called, and there's only a few chosen. Sebastian, gets there. Many are called, but few are chosen, Sebastian, chosen. Attention to detail, please, with the spelling, Mr. Teacher. Okay, next one. Okay, let me just make sure you can't see the answer. I've got it on the back here. Okay, here we go. What phrase do we get from the Bible from this dingbat? Put it up on the live chat. One to Joshua so far, one to Patience. Sebastian, a close second. Okay, this one, what could this be? We've got some arrows, and we've got the word EARTH. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there for a second. Okay. Okay, this is the most difficult one, but I'm going to put this one up. Okay, here we've got a C, and then we've got an I, and then we've got two I's. If you're struggling with the live chat, you can always WhatsApp me. Many of you got my number. If you haven't, it's 07800 836 758. 07800 836 758. Okay, back to this one. Somebody's got it. To the ends of the earth. Okay, Patience says corners of the earth. That's not bad. But it is actually to the ends of the earth. And that's a phrase which comes in Acts chapter 13, verse 47. Those of you a bit slow to dingbats, you can look at that and think, oh, I see, to the ends of the earth. Corners of the earth, not bad. And so the final one, let's go back to this one. Here we go. C, and then there's an I, and then there's two I's. What's all that about? This one is the most hard, difficult. Feel free to put it on the live chat, or okay, Caroline says, well done, Joshua, and hello. Jessica says, Kaz, Amin. Josh has the vicarage advantage. Actually not. Joshua's over in, he's out of London, far away from here, so he hasn't snuck in and got the answers. Anyone got this one? Caroline says, sorry, we're late. We got the time wrong. Ruth Hudson says, hi. Okay, I've got this last one here. Hi all. Okay, anybody? Anyone got this one? Okay, I'm going to put it down. I'll leave it just in case someone gets it. We shall come back to that. Okay, I said today the main thing we're going to be thinking about is music. And I've got a musical quiz for you. And it's hopefully fairly easy, particularly for the youngsters. So this is what you do. You either put the answer on the live chat, or you can WhatsApp or message me on 07800 836 758. Okay, 6 questions about music to get us. Oh, Sebastian says to see eye to eye. Sebastian, absolutely. In Isaiah, chapter 52, verse 8, it says, what does it say? It says, listen, you watchmen, lift up your voice. Together they shout for joy. When the Lord returns to Zion, they will see it with their own eyes. In the Authorized Version, King James Version, it says they will see eye to eye. They will see eye to eye, I think, with God himself, which is great. Let's go to our music questions. Okay, 1 or 2 easy ones to warm up with. There is a well-known musical. Well-known musical. Think musicals. It's been in London. Lots of you will know this musical. And there is a song about food in this musical. What musical has a song all about food? Okay, that's your first question. What musical? What musical all about food? And the first one is Ruth Hodgson. Oliver. Okay, food, glorious food. Not singing. Going to come later. Yes. Okay, yeah, they're all coming in now. Sebastian, Kaz, Oliver. Now you've got to be quicker. Well done, Ruth. Okay, number 2. Matilda is another popular London musical. What is the name of the teacher in Matilda? What is the name of the teacher in Matilda? There you go. Text in, WhatsApp, or put it on the live chat. It's not Oliver. What could it be? What is the name of the teacher in Matilda? Matilda is the name of the musical. There's a teacher in the story, and it's not Miss Honey. It's something like that. It's oh, wait a minute. No, it's not Miss Honey. Is it Miss Honey? No, that's not the answer I've got down here. That's the answer I've got down here. Belchy. That's I might have to check with my judges. There's a couple of you got Miss Honey, but I've got down Miss Trunchbull. Trunchbull, yes. Belchy, top marks. Belchy from Mitcham. Miss Trunchbull. Okay, that's the answer I'm going with. Whew. Okay, next one. Let's go to the Lion King. Two parts to this question. Hakuna Matata. Part one, what does it mean? Part two, what language is it? Okay, on the live chat, Patience, you're quite right. Miss Trenchbull. Yes, and Lou says it's the head teacher. That's probably what I meant, the head teacher. Okay, maybe there was a Miss Honey as well. I did mean the head teacher. Yeah, I think I put that in the question. Just go back and see. Okay, the question was Hakuna Matata. Okay, there's a couple of answers. Jessica Taylor says no worries. Ruth Hodgson says no worries for the rest of your days. Patience. Swahili. Very good. That's the first. That was the second part. What language is it? Ruth Hodgson says Africa. That's a continent, not a language, but it's Swahili. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. And then the song goes on for the rest of your days. But it's Hakuna Matata just means no worries. Do you know, I was in Waterloo today and I had some urgent essential business at the hospital. And there was a restaurant and it's called Hakuna Matata. They missed off the H. It was close, but I wanted to go in and say you spelled that wrong. Anyway, it's Swahili and Hakuna Matata. Okay. Number 4. Frozen. Oh, Holly, that was Holly. Well done, Ruth. Well done, Holly. Here's another one, Holly and Freya. I think you'll get this one. The musical Frozen. There's a song. If I said to you, what never bothered me anyway? What would I be talking about? What never bothered me anyway? Some of the adults looking a bit perplexed. Some of the children think that's easy. What never bothered me anyway in a song? In the cold. The cold. The answers are flooding in. The cold. The cold never bothered me anyway. Oh, good. 2 more. There's a musical. Maybe some of the youngsters may not know this one. Patience says the sun. Patience, the clue is in the title. Frozen. Yeah. Okay. The cold never bothered me anyway. The Greatest Showman. The cold doesn't bother me anyway. That's the answer. Okay. Greatest Showman is a musical. Wonder if you can give me the line. Here's a line. Nandi, well done, Nandi. Always correct your mum. The line in the song which says, I close my eyes and I can see. What does the song say next? I close my eyes and I can see a something, 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 something. Ooh, okay, that's got you stumped, or either that or the internet's gone slow. I close my eyes, what can I see? Okay, I'm going to go on to number 6 while we're waiting for that one. No Googling, no phoning a friend. Oh, we got an answer. Here we go. Ruth, well done. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting there for me. Do you know, that's a song, isn't it, for lockdown season? We close our eyes and we dream of the world which is waiting for us when lockdown comes to an end. I'm not going to sing that. Let's go to one final song on musicals. Patience, This Is Me. That's a different song. It's in the musical, but it says a world that's waiting there for me. There's a musical called Annie. Holly and Frankie love singing it. Lovely. Maybe one day I'll invite you to come and sing it live on our show here. The audience is quite full at the moment, as you can see. Okay, final question. Annie. There's a musical called Annie, and there's a woman who is in charge of the care home. What is the name of the woman who's in charge of the care home in the musical Annie? What is the name? Not Miss Trunchpole, not Miss Honey, not Elsa. What could it be? Patience says, oh, we missed the twins, and Frankie said Nandi. Okay, so that's my last musical question. In charge of the care home, who is it in Annie? And Ruth Hodgson, I think, is the star of the musical quiz. Miss Hannigan is quite right. Miss Hannigan, we love you. You didn't spell it right, but that's fine. We're not going to worry. Okay, we'll move on to the next thing. I'm going to give you a role reversal. If you think, if I was doing the music quiz, this is the question I would ask. Put up a question and test me. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have a competition. I'm going to choose a member of the audience. There we go. Right. As I said, some of you will recognise this member of our church. This was amongst the congregation who was sitting in the church when we had our service. There's a prize of some caramel nibbles. Okay, and it's a straight competition between this church member and me. Give me a question, and whoever gets it first will win the chocolates. Okay, one music question. Away we go. Okay, this is cutting edge live TV. Give me a musical question, and these chocolates are either going to the church member or to the vicar. Okay, so as soon as you've got your question in, while we're waiting for that, you want to greet the people? There you are. Okay, he was sitting in the congregation in the garden on Sunday. If you missed that, we had a lovely congregation in the garden enjoying communion. Did you enjoy it? Yes. Very good. Okay, here we go. Effie's got a question. So, what is it called when you sing without instruments? Okay, so what is it when you sing without instruments? First, it goes to the church member here. What's your answer? He said, when you sing without instruments, it's called much quieter. I think the answer is a cappella. A cappella. That's my final answer. Is that right? Epi, tell me, is it much quieter or is it a cappella? Oh, which musical is the song that is This Is Me in? And that one I know. That's the one we just had, The Greatest Showman. But the question on which the caramel chocolates are riding, we're waiting for Epi. Is the answer, when you sing without instruments, it's much quieter? Or when you sing without instruments, it is a cappella? Epi, what is the answer? Steve gets the chocolate. Yes. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Oh, the whole studio is falling down. Great. Okay. I get the chocolates. There we go. Lovely. I've won a competition on my own show. This is the greatest Friday ever. Wonderful. Okay. Now, I said we're going to talk about music. One of the original tunes that the Chelsea Dance are based on. Some of them are hymn tunes, actually. All sorts of ones. Keep the Blue Flag Flying. That one is from the Red Flag. Carefree. Yeah, that's Lord of the Dance. Okay. Only one box of chocolates. Okay. Now, what are we going to do next? Okay, we're going to make some music. I want to keep you waiting for the music just for a minute. Let's just go for our weekly cooking slot. Okay. 2 weeks ago, I made crêpes au chocolat, commonly known as chocolate pancakes. And then last week, we made naan bread to do with Mark living at home with his mum. Maybe his nan was there. If you missed that, you can go back. It was plain flour and yogurt. It was great. So Patience is feeling sorry for the audience. No, he's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine. He'll be back in church on Sunday. Don't you worry. So I had to rack my brains and think of something else. And I thought maybe a more substantial snack. And I thought, what connection can we make with the idea that soon we will be we'll be lifting the restrictions on lockdown. But when we are allowed to meet as a church, when we're allowed to go back to school, when we go back to work, we will need some space. You've been learning about social distancing, and we will need much room. Much room? Much room? Mushroom. Yes, that got me thinking about mushroom. And the mushroom is a fantastically underestimated snack. You can eat them raw, you can put them in omelettes. And today I'm going to give you a very quick recipe on mushroom pasta. And I've got a great little recipe for pasta. So let's come with me into the studio kitchen. Let's put a bit more light on there. Now, the last couple of weeks, I have made things totally from scratch. But today, I can't say I've cheated, but I needed a little bit more preparation. So I prepared one or two things already. Okay, over here, I have prepared some pasta. This pasta says cook for 9 minutes. I've cooked it for 8 minutes. You'll see why in a second. Okay, I've got a frying pan here, very hot, and we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in. Now, I like to cook mushrooms really in butter, but when you put them in butter, they soak up the butter straight away. And so actually do it in oil first. But as well as the mushroom, okay, here are my mushrooms. I've cut some of them up just to save time. There's one or two which I haven't cut up, which I'm going to show you how to do. But before I put the mushrooms in, I've got some onion. Okay, can you see the onion? There we go. Let's just push that. There we go. There's the onion. We're going to put the onion in. Okay, we put a bit of onion in, and then on this plate, you can see I've got a garlic, and I've chopped up the garlic very small. Now you really don't want too much garlic, otherwise, otherwise, people will be very glad of you socially distancing yourself from them. Okay, so there we go. Here is our cooker heating up nicely, and just going to give those a few minutes to heat up. I should put it on a bit quicker, but I got distracted. While we're doing that, I'll tell you about the musical project. This is a historic moment in At Home with the Vicar in terms of projects. We are going, or I'm going to invite you to be part of a musical project. I'm going to take a song, and this is how it's going to work. First of all, I'm going to teach you the song. One or two of you may say, I know that song, and he's singing it to a different tune. Maybe it will be my particular variation on it. I'm going to sing a line, and then I want you to sing it after me. And then you'll see it gets a bit trickier. Okay, so we'll do this as we cook. Okay, that's sizzling nicely. Let me just give them a little stir. There we go. Okay, I thought we wouldn't take a gospel song lest people think I was being a bit irreverent. But here's the song. Okay, it goes like this. Oh, one man and his dog. No, sorry. See, the nerves. Let me start again. One man went to mow a meadow. One man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Okay, I want you to sing along. It's not difficult to get the words. One man went to mow a meadow. One man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Okay, I'll count you in. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One man. All of you. Some of you are not. See, I can see you in the corner, and you over there. Right. We're not going to go on until everyone is ready to sing. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One man went to mow a meadow. One man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Good. Okay, now that's the easy bit. Okay, that's the easy bit. Okay, I'm just have a look at those. You can probably smell those through the camera. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see the smoke getting up? There we go. Okay, so we've got those in nicely. The onion and garlic is going along nicely. Just a little drop more oil. There we go. Not too much. But there we go. A little drop more oil. There we go. Lovely. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a song. We are going to, as the St. Mark's Church community, make a song. What I want you to do is to video yourself singing one line. Now, you don't sing one man went to mow. The next verse goes like this. Two men went to mow a meadow. Two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Now the next verse. Three men went to mow a meadow. Three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Four men went to mow. Are you all singing? Four men went to mow a meadow. Four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Five men went to mow a meadow. You want to see me chopping up the mushrooms? Here we go. Let me just bring that down there, then you can see a bit better. There we go. Okay, where was I? Five men. Five men went to mow a meadow. Five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Six men went to mow a meadow. Six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Seven men went to mow a meadow. Seven men, eight men, seven men, six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Okay, so this is how the project's going to work. I want people to volunteer to sing one verse. So somebody will do one man, somebody will do two men, somebody will do three men. You could do it as an individual, you could do it as a family, as a household. Okay, and I will allocate you each one a number, or you can sign up. As soon as I see you sign up, I'll give you a number. And then what you do is you email it or WhatsApp it to me. It will only take 30 seconds. And then when I've got all 10, I will sew them together, as it were, onto a little film. And then on Saturday afternoon at midday, I will put it up, and we'll call it the at-home after party. So it'll be like the after show. Just 1 second. Okay, so here are my mushrooms going along beautifully. Okay, now this is where we put the butter in. Okay, so now we put a little knob of butter in now. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to come back to the thing in a minute. Okay, so we put the butter in. But what have we got? We've got onions, garlic, mushrooms. Okay, there's the mushrooms. Look at that. Then that's where we put the butter in to give them a bit of buttery flavour. And then we get the pasta. Okay, this is the pasta. I just chuck that in. Okay, now what we do is when I strained the pasta, I kept some of the water, sort of slightly pastery water. I'm going to chuck some of that water in with it. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so I'm chucking that in. Get back in. Okay, then there's a little bit of water bubbling away nicely. And here I've got some fantastic Parmesan cheese. I'm going to chuck some Parmesan cheese in as well. There we go. Okay, so just move that back a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So while I'm stirring this in, I can see. Okay, Sebastian has signed up for number 2. Okay, 2 men went to bow, and Jess has gone for 7, and Kaz has gone for 5. Excellent. Roof has gone for 8. Ezra has gone for number 3. Is there any? What numbers are we missing? Okay, I'll do number 1. Okay, to start us off because I know the tune, and that will help everybody. Okay, so there we go. Let's put that there. That's coming along nicely. Okay, I'm going to put in a bit more Parmesan and a bit of salt and a bit of pepper. And a bit of basil. Fresh basil is better, but if you don't have fresh basil, any basil will do. There we go. Any basil will do. There we go. I told you it'd be a musical theme. Any basil will do. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to bring that back to the boil as the Parmesan melts in. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so let me just check that I've got enough numbers sold. So no. Okay, in our musical thing, here we go. So I'm number 1. Number 2 was Sebastian. Number 3 was Ezra. I've got a 5, which is Kaz. Ruth is 8. Jess is 7. So I'm looking for a 4, a 6, and 9. Okay, I don't want a 10. I'll tell you why. Okay, so 4, 6, and 9. Anyone? Any other takers? Any other takers for 4, 6, or 9? Okay, the reason I don't want a 10 is because whatever number. Just 1 second. Okay, whatever number you've been given, you've got to do 2 things. Okay, let's say you've been given number 3. You record yourself singing, 3 men went to mow a meadow. 3 men, 2 men, 1 man and his dog. Spot went to mow a meadow. That's what you do. You also, everyone needs to record 10. And I'll put them all together in a rather clever way. So you do your number, 3 men went, as I've just shown you, and then everybody who's down for a number, and even if you haven't got a number, you can join in with this one. Okay, we'll practice it. 10 men went to mow a meadow. 10 men, 9 men, 8 men, 7 men, 6 men, 5 men, 4 men, 3 men, 2 men, 1 man and his dog. Spot went to mow a meadow. Okay, so you do your number and you do 10. Okay, I'm still looking for volunteers for 4, 6, and 9. Okay, I think, what key are we doing it in? I think let's do it in C minor. It's probably the easiest one for those of you who are beginning singers like some of you. Okay, so leave the thingy for a minute. Let's go back to that. Look, I think you can see that on the screen. Okay, I've put in just a touch too much of the water, but it's boiling off beautifully. Can you see the steam coming off that? Okay, it's pasta. It's pasta. It's onions. It's garlic. It's basil. It's salt and pepper. And the reason we're doing this is because it will remind us that when we get back to some sort of lift up from the lockdown, we will still have some social distancing, and we will have to make sure there is mushroom, as in mushroom. And this is a great snack, very, very healthy, very, very tasty. And you can have it for lunch, dinner, perhaps a late night evening snack, watching Match of the Day when Match of the Day is back and it's not being clashed by a different time. You can have it, maybe a little bowl of it, listening to The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. There we go. Now, when we serve it, here we go. So I'm going to put some of it out here. There we go. Look at this so you can see. It's probably enough for two, actually. I thought, who would like to? Oh, maybe I'll invite my church member who's taking a little lie down. He didn't take, not winning the chocolate well. But maybe I'll put some for him. Okay, and then another little bit of parmesan, just put on the top there like that. And again, if you had fresh basil, again, a little bit of fresh basil to garnish would be just the job. But look at that. Look at that. Wouldn't you say? There we go. Wouldn't you say that is a fantastic dish? I've forgotten my fork. I forgot my fork. Never mind. I'll use a little spoon here, and let's just taste that. That is. That is. That is absolutely superb. Can you see that? That is wonderful. Well, I say it myself. There we go. So, crepe au chocolat, chocolate pancakes, naan bread, and then tonight we've had mushroom and pasta. Oh, marvelous. Okay, let's have a little look at the live chat. Have I missed anything? Okay, someone said I sang it in. Okay, a lot of abuse here. I think, yeah, Sebastian's hungry. Okay, so if you take part in this amazing musical project, one man went to mow, 10 men went to mow, 9 men, 8 men, blah, 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 and his dog, Spot, went to mow a meadow. Send them in, WhatsApp, 07800 836 758, or you can email it, vicar@stmarkskennington.org. Send it in. I want them in by, well, send them in tonight, and I'll do it tomorrow morning, and my aim will be at 12 o'clock tomorrow. If I put it on as a sort of as live premiere, then as it gets shown, if you tune in at the right time, you can do live chat and say, good singing, Steve, you were the best, or Epi, keep trying, maybe a few more lessons, or whatever takes your fancy. You can comment on those things. Okay, so yeah, you can send it in the morning, yeah, early tomorrow morning, that's fine. It'll only be 3 or 4 minutes by the time we do it, but don't forget, you do your number and then you take a little gap, and then you do 10 men went tomorrow, I made 10 men, I made, etc. So we have a rousing chorus at the end. Now, my feeling is I might burn it to a CD, and we may release it as the St Mark's Kennington lockdown single. Yep. I think it could be good, and the time will come when we, as a choir, will be able to sing in a historic London venue together. Yeah, that's our aim. As it said in that song, close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting there for me. Okay, I think I want to bring things to a close because I want to go and have my mushroom pasta before it goes off. Doesn't it look beautiful? Let me just see what's happening on the live chat. Who says, yeah, early's good. Patience says we're having audio issues. Oh, sorry. Well done, Steve. Nice plate of pasta. Thank you, Rita. Come round anytime. Oh, no, don't come round anytime. Come round when we get the all clear. Okay, let me talk about one of the great symbols that people have been using over these last few weeks, the rainbow. I think it started in a school somewhere, and people thought when they are out for a walk, let's spot the rainbow in people's windows. Have you done a rainbow? Have you put one in your window? I wonder if you saw last night, about 4 people sent me pictures, quite extraordinarily. We had some rainbows over the church. Let me see if I can find you a picture here. If you would like to make your own rainbow, or if you've got a photograph of a rainbow, then send them in. Look at this one. Look at that. Okay, I think you'll be able to see that. Okay, if you can't see it very well, it is on our Twitter page. There's the church, and there's the rainbow. I've got another one here. No, that's no. Where is it? Okay. Look at this one. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? There's the church, and there's the rainbow. Okay. So, if you would like to make your own rainbow, take a photograph of it, make it out of whatever you want, paint it, collage, pastel, Matisse fashion, Picasso fashion, whichever you like, anything easy. Send it in to me. I would love to put together little clips of photographs of rainbows, and we'll be thinking about, we'll include them in our Sunday service. So your rainbow could be in our Sunday service. The rainbow, of course, is mentioned in the book of Genesis. Where does it come in the story in the Bible? It comes after the flood, or as the flood comes to an end. God puts a rainbow in the sky and says, "This is my covenant, that the earth won't be flooded again completely like this." The rainbow really was a sign of better times to come. I hope you're enjoying meeting me and one another through this rather strange medium, but we want better times to come. That rainbow over the church is a beautiful sign of hope, a beautiful sign of God's faithfulness. God is saying to us through the sign of the rainbow, there are better times to come. Put your trust in me. Trust me, and I will lead you to a place. First of all, we may need mushroom, or there will be times of refreshing and times where we will be able to work together and enjoy together. Now, this is extraordinary. On my WhatsApp already, I've received one rainbow already coming in, and this is Freya's rainbow. Freya, well done. Freya, that is superb. Look at that. That's the sort of thing. Freya, top marks. Top marks, well done. That is great. So we'll stick them all together and we'll incorporate them somehow in our Sunday morning worship. I'm going to wind things up because I want to make way for chapter 5 of Narnia. Somebody up there on the chat, was it Ruth, saying that the girls were enjoying the bedtime story? As I said, yeah, the twins love listening to you reading at bedtime. Fantastic. If you miss any, they're all there and they'll be there. And as I say, you could watch them all the way through. Binge Narnia together. But let me wish you a very good evening, a very good Friday evening. If you don't know what you're having for dinner, why not pop out to shop? You're allowed to go out shopping. Mushrooms are there. Have some pasta. It was dead easy to make, wasn't it? A little bit of garlic, onions, oil, not butter, straight off. Then the mushrooms. Chuck in the pasta, a little bit of water. Stir in some butter, stir in some parmesan, some basil, salt and pepper. We've had a bit of fun doing some music. Thank you. I'm off to enjoy the chocolates, which I won. You all thought the other chap would win, didn't you? But no. A cappella, got it in one. Let me say a prayer. Father, thank you for our church community. Thank you for the rainbow, the sign of your covenant promises, the sign that there are better times to come. Keep us, we pray, singing. Keep us, we pray, laughing together, loving together, praying together. We pray for those who are sick. Be their strength tonight. Those who are in hospital, those who are worried about their friends, those who are working in the doctors' surgeries and hospitals, those who are anxious about the future and about their jobs. Lord, help each one of us to put our hope and trust in you tonight and in the days to come. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. That brings us to the end of another edition of AHW TV. This was a live event brought to you from St Mark's Vicarage. Don't forget, send in your one man went to mow, send in the 10 men went to mow, send in your rainbows. If you make mushroom pasta, I'd love to see it. In fact, you could send me a picture, or you could put it in a little plastic box and post it through my letterbox. Good night. And people are signing off. Yeah, let's just say good night to them all. Grace, thank you. Patience, thank you. Ruth, thank you. Sebastian, Jess, Sebastian again. Patience, Ruth. Love to have you all with us again. If you missed it, if you came in late, rewind, and I think you'll get the beginning. You just won't be able to take part in the live chat. Amen. Have a blessed weekend, Rita. God bless you all, and tune in tomorrow at 6 for chapter 5. Tomorrow morning, opera. 12 o'clock, hopefully, One Man Went Tomorrow will be released. 5 o'clock, Narnia. 10:30 Sunday morning service. 5 o'clock, Narnia, and so it goes on through this merry month of May.